Well, good morning. How are you doing? Let's talk about more distortion of what is this reality? This what is truth? Who are these truthers? Let's talk about the layers of media manipulation of. I don't know. Are we living in a meta realm? If this all just this physical shit is not here. There's not a media out there just lying to everyone's face. No, it's just it's whatever you think it is. No, the Earth is whatever you want it to be. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So the house that you live in isn't actually a house. There's no roof on it. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want it to be. No, we're not playing the subjective game today. What we're playing here. Here's the game we're playing today. The levels of truthiness, the levels of ignorance, the levels of who's playing the game about like, these people come out here, they make these channels, and they're all about the truth. Nah, they're not. No, no, sir, no, ma'am. No, these people are about the truth until it's okay for them. That's what they're about. As soon as they start to get in that murky water, they don't like it. They stop right there. They're a truther until that truth doesn't agree with their preconceived notion of what the truth is, and then they stop. Then they're done. No more of that. We're done. We're just going to go ahead and so all these truther channels, and here's the thing: there's a lot of them are really they're out there because they're really looking for it, man. They're like really trying. They're trying to see what's going on in the world. They want to know. They want to see what's happening. But then they run into this brick wall, and it's where I just don't see how they don't get it. Obviously there's many, you'd say, propped up agents in the community that are paid elsewhere or have other let's see, what would the word be, benefactors, beneficiaries, there you go, other beneficiaries, and so we know they're going to be they're infiltrated everywhere in the world. It always has been done. A small number, but still enough to cause a ruckus amongst. So they give you that 90% truth and that 10% lie on purpose. And then you have people that are really out there, really trying to. You can tell they got a good heart. They're in there. I'm really going to help the world. But then they come across some information and they just can't. They won't swallow it. They won't handle it. They just go, no, that's not what it is. That's not how it can be. And so let me give you an example. So I was watching this channel, and it's a really good channel. Got a lot of great information, good points of view off of it. And it's talking about Joan Rivers' death. Joan Rivers didn't die. what don't people get about this? Anybody on the other side of the camera in Hollywood that is that big, A-list, B-list, they are in the game. They're they are in the game. They got their blood oaths, they got their hands in their pockets, they got this, they got this, they got the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle. If they got the whole package, they're in there. So you think these celebrity deaths? No, they don't. They're in a brotherhood. They don't kill each other. What doesn't anybody get about this? It's on the news. If it's on the news, it's what are the chances? What are the chances the news lies to you? The chance that the news lies to you is about the same chance that if you take a shit, you'll wipe your ass afterwards. That's pretty much 100%, right? 100%. Because I don't know anybody walking around with a big dookie butt, except for fucking fat assholes that can't even get their hand around their fat fucking ass because all they do is eat McDonald's all day. I mean, I don't even know how these people exist. Yeah. So, point being, I mean, the media is about as stinky and filthy as, okay, so if you know that, here's what I do. I respect everything. I go, you know what? I trust. I trust everything. I have an intimate relationship with the word trust. I trust everything. I trust someone that sells cookies to sell cookies. I trust this restaurant to serve me food. I trust a thief to be a thief. I trust a liar to be a liar. Now you see what trust is? It doesn't mean that you trust in good. I trust in all things, whatever it might be. And that's opening your eyes to what it is. And so when this person was sitting there going, the death of, and then everybody follows suit. Oh yeah, if she was alive today, she'd be ripping a hole in the MSM. No, she wouldn't, because she is alive. She's just playing a different character. What don't people get about this? They're actors. They're not sometimes acting. They're acting. If they're on the camera for everyone, what do you think they're doing? You think they're running around? You think they're off a leash afterwards? No. As soon as they join that, they have their suit and tie. They've taken their oaths. They're on a leash. Done. They don't get out of that. Doesn't work that way. So all of these things that you think happen on the news media, it's all scripted, and it was scripted, and they knew it. So like when somebody, there was a celebrity died. Michael Jordan's father died. No, he didn't. He went off to an island somewhere. No, they're not. Explain to you how magic works. For you to gain something, you have to give something away, right? So people go, oh, it's they want to be famous, so they have to kill a family member. No. That's not how it works. All of them are in on the game. They're not. If you're on a team with someone, you don't kill people on your same team. You're not doing that. They're giving the illusion to everyone out here that isn't playing the game that something's happening that isn't. There's three types of magic happening. There's the magic like that you see on stage. That's happening in front of your face all the time. Look over here, and then Joan Rivers is standing right there having lunch. But because you think she's dead, and all she's done is changed her wig, change her makeup a little bit. She fucking walk around LA if she wants to. And then you know what? It's too obvious. She should dip off and chill out in one of the islands. You know how many other places she could chill? You know other places she could live? She don't need to be fucking tiny little Hollywood. She'd dip out of there. Nobody fucking cares. But everybody else is like, oh, these actors, these basketball players, all these people, yeah, they're all dying. No, they're not. It's not how that works. Sure, some of them actually might expire at some point, but yeah, they're not really popularizing that. These things that you see popularized in the news media, as much as you don't think the news media is respectful, they're respectful to their own. They wouldn't be putting their shit out there like, oh, no, they make a show out of something that isn't occurring. I mean, how many times you got to explain this to people? And so there's so many channels and so many people that. See, now that's just a simple layer. That's a simple base layer of truth. Okay, other news. Oh, there's all these shootings and there's school. No, there's not. No, that's all a staged event. All of it. It's all a hoax. It literally is. They couldn't show that on TV. They couldn't do that unless they can show you a movie with anything they want on it. The same thing they can on the news. They can't do, in real time. If it's really happening, then it's against their own. They can't do it. No. You're watching a movie. Some shit you're watching on the TV you think is the news that's filmed today. They filmed it probably a month ago. How do you know? You don't know. You don't know shit. But you believe it to be as so, but it's not. It's all a distraction. So you watch, you go, you're so emotionally invested and involved in some media personality that what the fuck have they done for you? They made a movie and it was really good and I liked it. Huh? Yeah. What did you pay for that? You paid with your emotions, with your feelings, with your money. You paid them. They just was like. And so there's one type of magic they're using. See, I told you, they're using many types of magic. One type of magic they're using is stage magic. The other is an actual conjuring of energies It's like a real deal magic. You can talk to some black magicians, talk to some white magicians, talk to some hoodoo cults, talk to some um, whoever, somebody that's a practicing magician. I might know a couple. Tell you how it works. You conjure up energy. It's the same way that you can, some days you're having a good day mentally, and all these things, these wonderful magical things happen, and some days you're having a bad day mentally. Weird things, bad things happen. It's no different. There is, just because you can't see it, there's atomic bonds and structures being created around you at all times. There's a vortex of energy around you. Aura fields, auras exist. Just because you can't see these things, you can't see a sound, but you know it exists because your ears hear it. Just because you're not tuned into the frequency of the capacity to see what an aura is, or to feel, from a distance, if you've done Reiki, do you feel someone looking at you? That's a real thing, because people are spitting light out of their eyes. There's photons coming out of their eyes. The human body is producing the light. It's not so much as the sunshine is producing the light. So what we're seeing is a second level of magic. You have the first level, which is stage magic, and they're doing that all the time. Then they have the conjuring real magic, the shit that is like, what's Tron, not Tron, Thor, when they're talking about, the magic that we use is the science and the magic to you. It's like science fiction. Who was that said that? Oh man, I can't think of the guy's name. But like the difference between science and magic is just you just don't know you just don't know how it works because you can't see it. It's so indescribable. But if you knew the mathematics to it, if you could observe it, you'd be like, oh shit, it does exist. Energy does exist in a way that you don't know. And they're doing that. And they're doing that by conjuring, and they're using a television to do it. They're telling your vision something. You can do the tell lies to visions. Sure, it's lies, but whatever. If you know it's a lie, then you can do something with it. You can, if someone lies to you, you can use that for your benefit. It's like a fish swimming upstream and they go faster. If you know someone's a liar, oh shit, that's more powerful than knowing somebody. Because if someone's always telling the truth, you're like, what do they need? What do they want? And it slows you down a little bit. If you know certainly someone's a liar, whoop, out of here with that bullshit. You already know what to do with that shit. It's quicker. You just run through shit. You're walking down an aisle. You look to the left and the right, and everything that's glowing is the good stuff, and everything that isn't, you already know. So if the shit ain't glowing, fuck that. You're walking through. You look at a tree. You see all these beautiful glowing oranges, pears, persimmons. Whatever you eat, figs, and some of them are glowing and some of them are rotting. You see the rotting ones? Those are liars. Get the fuck out of here. You already know better. It makes it quicker. It speeds up the process. So, when you're observing these lies that are being told to you, I still watch TV. I watch it for a completely different reason. So I can observe the spells that they're casting. So I can observe the symbolism that they're using. And I can use it for my benefit. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you. Abracadabra. So it is said. Use your magic against me. It doesn't work. I am magic. I am drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't do magic. Abracadabra. It's been done. Anything you say harm me only harms you 20-fold. It doesn't hurt me. It has been done. Because I said, Amen, abracadabra. See? So I can watch TV. I can observe it. I can look at it. And I go, oh, look at that. Now I can teach you about the spells that they cast. That way when they throw them to you, you can catch them and go, ha, what is this that you're doing here? And they're like, oh shit, that was supposed to hit you and hurt you. And you just go, oh, what is this? What have you done here? What have you done with this? Now there's level 2. So they're using a conjuring actual magic that you can't see, that you don't know, that I've been for years now trying to explain how it works. There's nothing wrong with black magic. There's nothing wrong with white magic. It just depends on how you function and use it, how you direct it. So you can use full spectrum magic. Then, so you've got the first level of just stage magic, and they're doing that on the TV. Then you've got the second level of conjuring and like real magic. And then you have like a more over glossing psychological trickery magic that's going on psychologically through all of the years over space and time through the manipulation of your mind. See, stage magic, it's fooling your eye, and it's fooling like maybe a couple of your senses. And conjuring magic is just real deal shit. And then the larger scope of time and space and distance and just it's been everywhere is what's been playing with your mind. They've been fucking with your mind since you came out of the womb, but you don't see it, and that's the one that you have to be very concerned with. Because how can you see it? It's already inside of your brain. You need to like go pull it out of your brain and throw it away. What is the fuck is that? You have to cut your skull open and take a look inside of your brain and what's going on in there. Who put those ideas and thoughts in there? Surely wasn't me. I wouldn't put those ridiculous things that go through my head every day. Where do they come from? Oh, maybe shit. Maybe it was the television and the school systems and all the food I ate and the people that so who has your best interest at heart? Very small number of people. So there's your three levels, and what we continue to notice is there's people that are in the truth community that because they have not accepted and noticed those three levels of magic, they don't think the second level exists. So that's going to be a hard time. The third one they understand it exists, but they don't know how to function with it. They don't know what to do with it. So that one is, at least they notice, at least they know that they've been programmed and they're deprogramming. It takes a long time to deprogram your brain and your soul, your body, your spirit, all of that. It takes a long time. It's a process. At least they're working on that. The second one, they don't know. The first one, they go, no, I haven't been tricked. They're not doing, but yes, they are. Everything that you see, everything you think you see, and it's always encoded. They tell you, they actually tell you they're doing it, and they're going, we're telling you, let me give you a story. This is a pretty basic story. I go to a bar. I can play pool. I'm pretty decent. So I go up to this dude. I was like, hey, you want to shoot a game? Whatever. He's like, yeah, you want to gamble or something? I was like, oh no, dude, I will beat you. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I'll beat you. I was like, he's like, yeah, well, okay, sure. I was like, no, I'm telling you, I'm better than you at this game. I promise you. And I was like, all right, we'll play for a drink or something. I was like, we'll play for $5 or a drink or something. I don't like to play people for money because it always turns into some sort of issue. So like, fine, we'll play for a drink. So what happens? I beat him. And he goes, well, you some kind of hustler? You come some kind of shark? I was like, no, dude, I literally just told you before we played, I'm going to beat you at this game. How is that sharking you? I told you, don't gamble with me. I'm going to beat you. And he's like upset with this. I was like, dude, don't even worry about the drink. Don't even worry about it. Just take the loss. He's upset. Can't take the loss. Didn't want to buy me the drink. And I told him, and this is what the media does. And they're going scratching their head going, I told you we told you what we're doing. We can do it right now. I can do it live right now in front of your face. You can open up any newspaper if you still do that. If you read newspapers, you can open up a web browser and give me the title and anything that's in quotes. And whatever's in quotes, you read me that. Put whatever's in quotes. I'll let you do it. You can do it yourself. Take whatever's in quotes, put it into a gematria thing. You can. Was it Gematrix or Geminator? There's a couple of them. And you can find the codings they're using. They tell you right there. They tell you that once they put something in quotes, they're telling you that they're bullshitting. How many times they're going to use the number 93? How many times they use the number 33? How many times are they going to, you know what I mean? It's always encoded. Always, always, always. 6 million's another one. Which is basically just breaks down to 6. But nonetheless. There's so many codes they're using, and it works to say something to someone else. And they continually do this. Continually. But these people, again, the beginning of this was about all of these truther channels and all of these other, some of them are good-hearted and want to know, but they can't. The second part, they don't believe magic exists. It's like, what do I got to do? Do I have to make something happen in front of you for you to really, like, you'd have to do it so many times for them to go, you got lucky there. Like, nah, dude, magic is fucking for real, for real. How many things do you need me to prove? How do you, and that I ain't got time for that. So you can't really prove to them. They have to see that for themselves. The third one they get again, but the first one is the tricky one because they go, "There's no way else." It's easier to convince a man. Is it easier to lie to a man than it is convince them that he's been lied to? This is a fact. Because nobody wants to say, "I was so stupid, I was lied to." No one wants to say that because it means you're foolish. How you got fooled? They'd rather keep their ego intact. Well, intact. Excuse me. Well, I mean they're tacky with their egos, but intact. Excuse me. So how do you convince these people, anyone, literally the general population? This is the magic we're dealing with. Do you understand? And I'm saying the three levels of the magic. That we're dealing with the grand population underneath a spell that is cast so thick. It's a malaise. It's a fog. It's chunky. It's like when you're in a dream and you can't quite move. It's that thick for them. When you say there's zombies out there is zombies out there. There are zombies out there. And it's only getting worse. And literally, I believe, it seems as though, as people's DNA changes, that you will really see zombies exist. You've already seen like this whole Karen thing. Where did this? Everybody always made fun of a Karen. It was always funny. Karen this, Karen that. But now it's a big thing, and you see them you see them like people filming these bitches. They're fucking nuts. They're literally like going cuckoo. There's demons inside of them. So like Christians are like, let the demons out. Like some of them got demons in them too. Let's be honest. Some of them preachers do. Let's be very honest. But some of them are good. Some of them preachers, they know what's up. They know that the spirits and demons are real. And some of these Karens, not this whole thing. It's been they're showing you. Karens got demons in them. So I'm talking they've eaten the demons, like the food wise, and those have started to take hold, like parasites. And then on a spiritual, mental level, they got demons inside of them for real. And you see them wiling out like, God damn, that's a psychological issue, lifelong time of emotional instabilities, bipolar, all sorts of disorders. Yeah, because of upbringing. I mean, I get how some of it works, but I'm saying for real, inside of them is some sort of, have you ever heard of host bodies? This is, you'd have to look into little deeper sources of magic where they basically have host bodies that people jump into. You jump into, you jump into somebody else's skin. If you've ever been out of body, you can jump into people's bodies and you see through their being, what they see. It's interesting. Because they're like, but here we go. There's so as this energy in the world changes, people's you want 2020 vision. Is that really what you want? Do you want to see? I mean, you're gonna see through a third eye. People are not gonna be happy with what they see because they think the world is as they're just looking around. There's a TV there. There's a bed there. That's just a person right there. That's just my boss. He's an asshole. No. Your boss isn't just an asshole. He's something else completely. He's another being. Some people are going to be good beings. Some people will be like, oh, angelic. Oh, that person's such a good. That person's probably is. Probably is. The person's like, that's a fucking filthy demon. You see these people like, oh, like, they're just like, that's them. That's them. That is what they are. And as this energy changes, people's DNA is going to change, and they're going to start morphing, and your eyes will start to see different, and everything in this realm will start to change. It already is. This Karen thing is an actual virus, and I wouldn't call it a virus because I already know what a virus is. I mean, it's spent RNA, but it's some sort of alteration of a morphing. They're morphing into what they actually are. A lot of them have been wearing cloaks or skin suits, and so. There was a video I made a few years back called Cloaks, Clocks, and the Cloaks, Clocks, and something, and it was about the unveiling of time, the where the veil was, and then the unveiling of what things are. And people are going to be, you think these movies, everything that you think was fake is real. Remember, everything is backwards. Everything is upside. Everything that you've been told is false. Backwards. The whole game of magic that they've been using is the law of reversals. Black is white, white is black. It literally is. Look up the word in a pre-Leipzig convention from 1938 dictionary. Look in legalese, look in Black's law, look in these dictionaries. Black means bleach. Blacks, bleach. Bleach means white, to whiten, to pull away from. Black is bleach, means white people. hmm this is the original Slavic and white people and all this shit. And then you have white. White is wit, and wit has to do with demons. hmm you'd have to do a little deeper research on that, but the etymology for white is demon or black, which you consider the color black, demonic. you know, and so now we start looking at, again, look at all of these movies that you think is fake. Those are real. They're telling you what's happening. They're telling you what the reality actually looks like. Zombie apocalypse, all this, people from different, realms and things. They're already here. They're already here. Watch these. Go read the graphic novels. Those shits are real. You look at reality as, hey, that's just Joe. He just lives across the street mowing his lawn. No, back to the Men in Black. You know what? He's wearing a skin suit underneath there. He's from Zeta Epsilon Phi. And his star family is a bunch of that's there's no jokes about that shit. I mean, everybody just thinks it's all just walk through this life, go to school, get a job, get the white picket fence, watch the TV, have a couple good times, have some beers, take a nap, get up, go and die. That's what they think. No, go read some graphic novels. That shit's real. You're gonna see it. It's gonna happen. And people, you can be like, oh shit, why have some people got superpowers, flying around doing all this crazy shit? Well, because you didn't see it. You weren't paying attention. I told you to eat well. I told you to pay attention. You didn't want to listen. Now you sit here, no superpowers. Now you trying to fight off zombies. I told you, you thought that person was just lazy zombie, like looking all with the crooked eye and drooling all the time, and like just acting a fool. Like, you think that person right there wasn't really? I told you I told you what that person was. You didn't want to believe me. And so here we go. We have these truthers that won't accept the first part, and they're sitting here spreading news. And the media already knows this. They're like, well, because no one's gonna believe. No one's gonna believe the people that are really out here telling you what the fuck is going on. No one's gonna believe you. No one's gonna believe you because it's too outlandish. Oh, but it's starting to become very apparent and true, isn't it? You thought Huxley. You thought all this Huxley was joking. You thought George Orwell was kidding? What the are you paying attention to anything that's going on? You thought they was just out there just playing a joke? You thought they were just writing some fictional? Oh shit. It's like right there in your face. So everything that these truthers are putting out there, the powers that are doing the thing, they're putting the big magical spell and everything, they're like, oh, they're just gonna follow in line. They ain't gonna believe the deeper shit. They're not gonna want it. They already know. Nobody likes to admit they were tricked. I got over that a long time ago. I've been tricked plenty of times. Fuck it. So I accept that. I was a dummy. I was blind and I could not see, but now I have the eyes to see. No one wants to do that. They want to believe they can see. They don't, because until you admit you've been tricked and fucked over and whatever, yeah, you need to take that. That's the medicine right there. And as soon as you do that, then you'll understand that they're playing a big trick all the time. Look over here, then this shit's happening, right? That's happening on TV all the time. So these truthers need to get that part, number one. Then they need to realize there's real magic, real magic that's happening. That's going to be a hard one. So we can skip over number 2 and get to number 3 and realize there's an overcast magic that is a psychological magic that's been used on humanity for millennia. And especially on you since you came out the womb. Spells cast on you every day. Television, media, school systems, parents don't even know what the fuck's going on. They're just repeating programs. Till you get all that. You're not gonna be able to. How are they making videos to help people? They can't. They're just spinning their wheels. They're as worthless as the people that are lying. They're with their hearts want to help, but because they can't accept those three major things. They can't accept those three. Until they can accept those two things, there's nothing they can do to help humanity. Why? Why? I'll tell you why. Because they can't. They're not even practicing magic. They don't even know that magic exists. Even though they're using it, they don't even know. But they're using it in a superficial way. They can't even realize that the words and the things they're casting. They're like the people at the top are like, I'm glad these people, these truthers out here, they're just spreading the stupid shit that we need them to spread, because they're not understanding. They're just gonna go, oh well, no, these people, they're saying the shit that's on the media is true. If a truther says anything about, oh, Kobe Bryant, oh, fucking Black Panther guy, oh, no, shut the fuck up about that. Either speak about it right and what's really going on. They didn't die. They're part of the fucking act. They're part of the fucking. They just went behind the screen. They're hanging out somewhere else. If you're gonna spit that shit that these people actually really died, you're only pressuring the curse on everyone else to believe and to emote, to bleed out of their auric field energy to these stars. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't give a shit about these fucking people. I love them all. I love them all. And I hope they have a good life. But as far as what I need to do for them, I don't need to do a goddamn thing. I don't need to give my emotion to these motherfuckers in Hollywood, nor anyone else for that matter. I keep my emotions and my love to myself, and if I'd like to share that with you, so be it. And if once in a while I know some crazy shit happens to somebody in Hollywood, well, my heart goes out to them. I'll give you a little piece of this, and to anybody else too. But as far as, even if these motherfuckers really did die, they've done nothing for you. What's the last thing they did for you? They pick you up some groceries? They send you a couple bucks? No, in fact, you sent them a lot of money every time you go pay. You pay into their movies. You pay into, and these people that are truthers that say anything about these Hollywood things are really happening, they're only casting a further, deeper spell into the grand masses. You think this is a game out here? I dropped out of school because of recess. I'm saying, I have fun with it, but so people see now. The funniest thing is, these truthers channels get mad, right? Because they're like, "Oh, we're trying to help you. How dare you say something that Well, I say anything, these motherfuckers, they don't want to talk to me, because I'm like, I'm trying to help you because you're actually on the right side. You're just missing a little piece. Once they get that piece, they're in it. But right now, they're just treading along like, no, everything's going good. This whole thing, it's okay. It's fucked up. I mean, this, the mask thing and all this, they're just floating along, just, yeah, we're gonna get through this. No, motherfucker, you're still spreading the fakeness. Get off that shit. These people don't give a fuck about you. They ain't coming to your house like cleaning up your shit. They ain't helping you with your fucking business. They're sucking things out of you emotionally. And until you stop giving your emotion to things on TV, you shouldn't watch it. Once you can watch once you can watch anything on TV, just go observe it for what it is, ingest it, and maybe take it. Even the worst thing. This is why I said, we're shamans. We eat death and we turn it into life. We could take trash and turn it into gold. We could take iron. We could take charcoal. We could take anything and turn it into gold. That's alchemy. That's what shamans do. That's what vultures do. That's what crows do. That's what blackbirds do. So understand that until you can stop releasing your energy to Hollywood elites. They ain't elites. They're just people that are on a big screen. So what? So what do? They learn how to repeat something off of a script that somebody else wrote? Big fucking deal. Big fucking whoop-de-fucking-do. Huh? So and you're going, oh, they might have died. Well, who cares? Then they moved on to their next life. But the reality is, they didn't. And that's what should actually anger you a little bit. That should anger you a little bit. If you're not angry just a little bit, you're not paying attention at all. And that should anger you to the point where you go, man, I was really emotionally involved in these motherfuckers. Bouncing the ball and putting it in the hoop. They were so good at it, and I was really in there. Ooh, and these people that were acting, they were so emotional, and you know, whatever movie you love. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But if that is not upsetting you, that they're just succubus, they're literally succubusing off of you. And then these truthers are only making it worse. And until they stop, if we tell them they've already got a big enough audience, they go, oh shit, I see now. There are those 3 levels to magic. I didn't see that. You know? What wasn't scripted? What wasn't scripted on that thing? Well, good morning. It's nice to see everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Let me scroll through your comments. We're about 35 minutes in here. I don't know what y'all said. What's up, Jay Melly? Fucking zooted it, son. Azoo. What's up, Robert Hammock? What is going on, Sally? What's going on, Junie? What's going on, Ben? Oh, thank you, Junie. Ben Wilson. What's up, Cy? Oh, dude, Cy, I don't give a fuck. I'm over it, dude. That was yesterday. Don't bring up yesterday. I've already moved past it like 2 minutes after I talked to you. Yeah, Cy is not so sly. He's not. Yeah, Jay, give him a fucking wrench right to the back of the fucking skull. That way he doesn't feel it when it hits him. You know, don't hit him in the face. You don't want to mess up his pretty face. Oh, Ben, you got hypnotized in San Fran. Oh shit. Speaking of San Fran, I'll give you. Hey Jay, I'll give everybody a little note here, and this is especially for Jay Marley. Let me scroll through this, and as soon as I get to the bottom of the screen here, I'll tell you something, Jay. And this is for everybody else too, and it's why you didn't make it out to Cali. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you a story first. Um, what's up, Rob? Karenism is feminism at a crescendo point. That's fucking the perfect way of putting it, Rob. That is a perfect way of putting it. Karenism is feminism. Yes, 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 yes. It's the worst part of it. We were talking about, you know, the worst parts of feminism. You know, if you just say the word feminism, it could go any way. But I mean, we know the worst parts. There's wonderful parts to it. The origination point of it was great, and it was all for the right reasons. And then the pernicious tentacles of the octopus and all of these kind of thoughts of men started putting their, you know, it's like everything that gay men put their hands into. Gay men telling women how to dress, that's weird. Gay men in Hollywood cross-dressing, that's weird. But that's what's been happening. Dudes putting on dresses to be judges and putting curly cues in their hair. It's all been, they've been trying to play the black woman for a long time. Listen to me, they've been trying to play the black woman for a long time. And black woman is mad. They didn't realize how mad Mother Earth, Black Mama Soil, Earth, and her roots that go into the hair. I don't think they knew what they were messing with. They're dealing with deep. These faggot white men, like, you know what I'm talking about, like the Hollywood gays and shit. They've been fucking with the wrong Mama Earth, because they played cross dress, and then they try to manipulate people. They've been manipulating communities. Like, who you think runs Black Lives Matter? Ain't going to motherfucking black communities. I'll tell you that much. It's going to a bunch of fucking. There's some cats out there like, it's not ain't going to that. It's going to some different people, you know. People ain't part of that community. Well, they've been pissing off Mother Earth and everything that is part of her connection. You know, there's heritage, man. People don't know about heritage. These people ain't from this land. This land has an energetic quality to it They about to get torched. These fags wanted to be flaming. So they're gonna be on fire. They want to burn actual witches back at the stake in Salem. A hyper feminized man crying over cold soup. Yeah. Take the cold soup and just eat it. Just stare into the microwave that's not working and just fucking. You see your reflection. Just eat that cold soup. It's fucking soup, man. It's good. Who doesn't like soup? Uh, Kabar, I'm not gonna do that. I don't. Yeah, the Anarcha, I don't feel like getting into right now. I've already covered that so many times. There is definitely shit beyond Anarcha. It's very simple. I think. I think there's our realm. Then I think so. We're in what is Atlantis, and there's an inner realm. Then outside of here is Lemuria, and then outside of there is Hyperborea. Hyperborea is the black people. Lemuria is the yellow people. We are the red people here, and then there's the white people in the inner realm. But there's been hybridization and crossing through those realms. So yeah, and then beyond that, there are other places like over there, like that you have to take a spaceship or get out of body to get there. You have to be traveling quite quickly in a vehicle made of metal or other materials. So you would use your Merkaba. You use your light body to get there. It's much easier. Or you'd use like what they're trying to do, what they've been trying to do. I think this would probably work, like make stargates. Because stars are gates. And that's how when you get out of body, you use stars to go to the other realms, to get out of our dome, if you will. I don't think it's glass or anything like that. I think it's energetic. But there's shit out there. Definitely. Uh, it is Saturn Day, yes. I thought I'd practice a little black magic on Saturday while wearing gold and white, huh? Because I understand what black magic is. Yeah, he's actually better without the wrench. He gets too much of a fucking ego about him. He thinks he's better than everybody. He's like, "Oh, I've got a wrench." I can see him just like strutting around, like, "I got a wrench." Hey, what about you? I got a wrench at you. I see him doing that, and the whole time he's like playing with his hair. What's up, Ida? Uh, well, thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, Rob, I'll take you up on the sharing the fridge space. All I need is I don't know what I'd want from a fridge. I think I need pistachios, so I need cupboard space. I need pistachios, and I think all I'd want in a fridge, I think is probably white wine. So maybe just a wine cellar. I like wine. Like I've always said, if I had to only have either beer, wine, or liquor, I would my first thought was I would choose a liquor, like because you can always mix it with anything; it becomes anything. But I really, really love wine, and it's just yeah, because there's with liquor, it's just there you have it, and you can turn it into anything. It's a simple thing. Wine, you have to have this kind of patience, and you have to work with it. There has to be energy in it. It's a different type of energy. So wine, yeah, it's like the grapes of wrath. It's like that kind of feeling. Like what does it take to make this grape? So I think I would take a wine cellar. So maybe some white wine in the fridge. That's all I need. And like lemon juice, lemonade. I like lemonade, iced tea. Do I have anime recos? I don't know what that means. I watch some anime, not to any degree that I could even speak on it with people. I've watched some really good film, like some really good film on it, but I don't watch any series of it. You know what I mean? It's we don't wear clothes. Jay Marley definitely never wears clothes. Okay. Um, the debt will get reset in 2021 if we make it there. I don't think that occurs, But that's okay. So, Jay Marley, the reason you didn't make it to California is because if you were out there, it depends on what part and at what time. Somewhere there's going to be some things that occur in the middle of October, and then a major thing is going to happen in November. How do I know this? Because everything has been, all of the clues in the media have been saying this, and I kind of had some ideas about it prior, but not anything that concrete. And then I got put onto this dude's channel who does really, really deep level gematria and coding in other ways. And he actually predicted some things that would occur, like for real, for real. So either he's part of the occult. Either way, if he's part of the occult, he knew, and so he just gave the coding. Fine, I mean, he could be a white hat for the occult. You know what I'm saying? Because there's even factions within the factions. Or if he's just some outside of it and he just observed it and noticed. Doesn't matter. He predicted a couple things, and so he predicted something happened recently. And he said, if this happens, this will definitely happen. And the first thing he said happened, and every other coding he's shown, it shows up on a regular basis on news, media, film, everywhere. So, and I've already said it a couple times. The Golden Gate Bridge is almost certainly going to fall. And when that happens, shit's going to be different in Cali. Why is it going to fall? It seems like it would be weather modified, or it could be a natural event that they know it's going to happen. That's going to happen naturally because, I mean, shit. There's only so much you can do, you know. There's only so much you can do to adjust a system before the system like either adjust back towards you. Like if you're trying to fuck with the Mother Nature, Mother Nature's going to fuck back, right? So maybe they already know, like, oh shit, we pressured the system too much, and now it's like going to make a typhoon or a giant hurricanes or something. That seems like what's going to happen. Or it's a weather event because they're planning it and they're going to design it and they're going to make it happen. So that's a possibility. And it seems like, excuse me, it seems like that will occur. And there's a couple other things that will occur. I'll speak to you about it personally and see what you think about it, and I'll tell you about the codings and stuff. And I mean, I'll do it once I do the decoding myself. But I've just looked at other people's work, and people that I mean, I don't know their work that well, but it does seem like they've been pretty on point about everything. And yeah, fake celebrity deaths. He was right about a couple of these. One that just recently happened. He'd predicted last month that it would happen. So it was just in the coding, like I said, and either way, uh, you know, it's still, the information's still there, and it's still. And now here's what I'm saying about all this. If there was enough people that understood that magic existed, if there was enough people that bound together and created real magic, we could all make this not happen. But there's not enough powerful magicians that know that there's spells being cast against us as a totality. And there's not enough people that even know magic exists. They just, it's like the Harry Potter and Muggles kind of thing. Even people that know that magic exists, they've never I don't know. It's like once you've moved the weather a few times to a crazy degree, you kind of go, well, I guess that's something. So there you go. Oh, dude, Ben. I, I'm good. I'm good standing and good account to this dude, from what I've seen from him and his decoding and other people's, and what I've, that bridge ain't gonna be there, come beginning of November and middle of November. Which well, that I don't think that will have any say in whether or not the elections will happen, but I think there'll be a couple things that happen in October, because these things are, because he's not just decoding it from gematria, he's also using astrology. So he's using gematria, astrology, and news article. He's coinciding a lot of different things, and there's conjunction of Mars with these things. I can't do the astrology that well. If I looked at it and played with it a little bit, it would just take me all day. But like people that have played with astrology for a long time, they can read it. And so he's basically putting it out there like, this is the coding. And what I'm saying is, like, they're using that to amplify things. They know there's certain times that if they make things happen, the energy is amped up. If I do something on a full moon, it's gonna have more power than if I do it when there's no moon, right? And so if they know there's certain conjunctions in the sky, there's days that are proper for them to perform types of rituals. And those rituals, are not as insane, like, kill a baby over, kill a baby and bleed it out and drink the blood. I mean, that might happen by some very skewed ones, but they're doing rituals, which is, if I were in my house, I'm doing ritual work. I can have my little, you know, my altar and do my ritual work, and I don't need to sacrifice a living entity. And most of the time, they're not sacrificing living entities. They're sacrificing physical objects. Think about it. As long, you know what? If you see that maybe one day the San Francisco Bridge, okay, if the Golden Gate Bridge goes under repair, you'll know why. Because they don't want anybody on it. They're not trying to kill people. They don't want blood on their hands per se. If you understood this, you said, if I give one of my physical objects away, I might get a physical object in return. See, your sacrifice. See, this goes back into the earlier stuff I was talking about. People are not sacrificing family members the way that you think. It's not. It's not that. In fact, they're not. This is the. See, when people can't read the symbolism, you look at all of these things and the symbols on the wall, and you go, oh, look at, they're sacrificing. No, they're talking about a mythology of a story about, like, a Mithras. That maybe they're talking about the bull being sacrificed. They're talking about astrology and what happens in the sky and the constellation. They're telling a story, and there's the baby there. And no, they're not talking about a baby being like. That's not what it is. They're using archetypes and symbology to show you something. So. Even if you get into, like, the crazy thing that happened in New York when those buildings fell, there's quite a few people that said, no floors matter. Do you know how many people weren't in that building? There's almost a chance that they had almost no one die in that because of that. Like, there's a chance that they were so good at, they had, who would have known leading up to that? Oh, we got to shut these streets off. Oh, it's New York City. You got somewhere to be. You're not paying attention to shit. If they blocked off all of those roads ahead of time, which you wouldn't know, even if you were there, you wouldn't have known. They would have emptied that building out. Is everybody clear from the building? They had people run through that building, and there was no floors from, say, floor 13 all the way up to the second floor beneath the restaurant. All of those floors were all empty, and it was just they were just made there as energy centers. And so all they really need to do is, make sure about probably 33 businesses weren't, just don't come to work today. We heard about that. That vanished real quick. You're like, oh, how could you possibly make sure that everybody in that building wasn't there? They didn't. Because there was nobody working in the middle floors. Where would have all those people parked? There wasn't enough underground parking to deal with how many people would have been, in that building. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, I'm giving you an example here. Let's just say they dropped those things, because obviously we can look at it and say that was very, very well done. Well done, good job. Years of planning, years of they built them so it would. They built them so the side of them were tuning forks. They built them to fall the way they did. If you know that you have a magic trick to do, and the magic trick is going to be to make sure a building collapses into itself. How would you do? You would practice on smaller, but you'd practice all over, and then you could build. Okay, we're gonna have dropped that in 30 years from now, whatever, 33 years probably, whatever it was. They knew what they're doing a long time ago. It's designed. It's already ready to go. Hmm? So what did they do? What, they were sacrificing those two buildings, and those two buildings were energetic. They were literally energetic on this realm, and they were also symbols of Joachim and Boaz, the two twin pillars of masonry. They knocked down Joachim and Boaz to put up one pillar. So they Joachim and Boaz dropped it and made one pillar, basically a spinal column. You think this isn't happening on a larger realm, a larger level? You don't think there's people like you, just because you don't get it, because you didn't study the occult, because these people have studied this shit for millennia, and they have all of that. So when they in 5 years old, when they were started studying things, they already had all of the information from lifetimes before. And when you were going to school studying how to draw with crayons on a piece of paper and not fucking poop your pants, they were studying high levels of, of gematria. They already knew the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and already probably playing the piano and balancing things out and knowing things that, and every day of their life they're studying that. And all of a sudden they're 60 and you think they don't know way more than you even think you could possibly begin to imagine. So now all of these other things. So now let's go over to San Fran. Let's go look at the Golden Gate Bridge. They could drop that thing. So either they close it off, you'll know, or you'll see, there's a tsunami, there's a hurricane coming. Oh, and you know what happens then? No one's on the bridge anyways. They close the bridge. Knocks it down. No one gets injured. Look at that. They sacrificed the bridge itself. Because what the bridge symbolized, not human life. They don't want human life on their hands. They want, if they suggest to the population to kill themselves or to hurt each other, there's no blood on their hands. They're like, we need to get rid of some of this population. They just let them hurt each other. They're out there doing it. We don't need to do anything. They didn't need to listen to us. They're going to listen to us though. So, but what do? They want different objects. They want to form and mold this realm differently. So I hand in a piece of paper and I get a toy. I hand in this object and I get a different object. That object that symbolizes the Golden Gate Bridge symbolizes what? It's a golden gateway to what? So if they destroy that, what do they get in return? If you knock down a sandcastle, you can build a new one. What would they be building after? What is the point? It's because you don't understand CERN. What is the symbol in front of CERN? It's Shiva. Shiva is the destroyer. You think the destruction is evil. No, Shiva and Shakti work together. You build something and something starts falling apart, so you destroy it and build anew, and you build it better. That's what's always happening. Your body does this every day. Shiva and Shakti work hand in hand. It's not, but they're trying to do it in an orderly fashion. They're not just going to let it fall apart. Oh, we got to keep it up and just start patting. No, they're like, let's upgrade this. But I like it the way it is. They're sacrificing a physical object and a symbol for something anew, Anubis. They're taking things through what to the masses looks like mass hysteria and crazy because y'all acting a fool. They're not killing people in Hollywood. They're not killing the general public. They're sure the stuntmen and movies and people. There's injuries that happen. There are people that get hurt. There are people that die sometimes. That's life. It's going to happen anyways. If we're sitting there in the realm and we're in the forest, we're in the jungle. Shit, you might get eaten by a lion, homie. That's life. These things happen. You know, you fall off a bike, you get in a car accident. These things happen. So there are accidents, certainly. Magic, it does not go 100% as planned, but it's pretty close. They're pretty proficient. But they're not trying to murk people. No, they already see from a higher level what this realm is and what it is as somewhat of a school and somewhat of a playground and somewhat of a it's it's a it's a university. It's a universe of cities. It's a university. A city is a SIDDHI. It means a person or place of magical power. So if you walk into a city, CITY, it's the same as a city, which is an Indian word for the guru that's sitting there and he's magical, right? Or it's a city. It's a magical place of energy. So a city is the same thing. So a universe, city, is a place of power in the universe. This is a university. I mean, at least if you're in my classroom, it is. I don't know about anybody else's. You might be in elementary school. So this is a school of the elements. Until you know the elements, how could you go to the universe? The universe is made up of the elements. You must go to elementary school first to know the elements. See, and that's what they're really being taught. But what you're taught in the school systems now, it's been disguised. You don't know anything about the elements. You barely know. I didn't take chemistry class like that. I don't know. I didn't when I went to school. I don't know. Afterwards, I got very interested in these things. But when I was in elementary school, I didn't learn a damn thing about the elements. When I went to college, when I went to university, when I went to an institution of technology, barely learned about these things. Yeah, your boy, his with the crater Earth thing. I think the only way he's wrong is the map of the. Now the map might be hyperdimensional, meaning it might actually be a hologram, but I think the moon is a map of just our realm, not the bigger. Like when I say our realm, maybe just the like it might be the four realms here. It might be like Hyperborea, Lemuria, Atlantis, where we are, Earth, my Mother Gaia, and then the inner realms. I think that might be the moon might be reflecting that. I don't think it's reflecting way out there. I don't think that's happens. But it's awesome because I've seen somebody else's channel that actually does a better job because I couldn't really understand what he was doing with the changing the angles of things to show that kind of confused me a little bit. And I was like, I think you tripping, B. I think you took too much. I mean, a lot of his theories I really love, but that shit I was like, man. And then somebody else came through and was like, no, this is a map, and actually showed that every crater on there lines up with perfectly. So look at John Levi's next video, and he shows somebody else's. I think it was John Levi's next video, and he was like, there's somebody else that does a similar thing as that guy. I can't say his name, but the map. And I've always thought that this, because if you want to get around the sea, you use if you're a sailor, you look up at the moon. The moon guides you. So there's a reason the North Star and the moon guide you, because it's a map. So I could see that. I mean, where are you now? I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. I mean, but if I was knowing what I know, if I was headed to San Francisco right now, if I was going to move there, and I had another option, I probably wouldn't go to San Francisco. I don't think so. I mean, there's many reasons I wouldn't go to San Francisco, but that's a major one. Yeah. Thank you, Rob. They want us to shed blood for them. Yes, you guys do it, hands off, and then don't worry. If you'd like to, you can go and talk to the doctors and nurses, and they'll take blood for us. Not, we didn't do. We're not going to sink our teeth into your neck. We're not going to kill you. You go do it yourself. And for them, they just go, nah. See how easily these people are manipulated? They'll go and hurt each other, just by our suggestion. Yep, 33 years. There you go. No coincidence there, huh? Yeah. Yeah, 007. There you go. That's why Kane looks like it does. It's a 7. And are you feeling lucky, punk? Azu bust. I've never heard that before, Robert. The bag of water, you. Yeah. Yeah, hypnosis does go a long way. Oh shit! Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Ben, if you're still here, man, let me know. Let me, because I mean, I can try to explain to you a little more if you really are going there. And um, I would second guess it unless you feel very strongly. Before I said this, here, I would do this, Ben. Before I said anything to you, pretend I don't know a damn thing. Were you fully 100% like, yes, I'm going there, and that's what my being and my heart and everything is guiding you to do? Or were you just doing it out of some, like, hey, San Francisco seems cool? Because if it was fully part of your being, then you should go there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be anywhere different than anywhere in the world. Like how things are gonna be weird and fucked up and strange and like there's gonna be no matter where you live, and so you might be needed there, or you might people there might you might need them. I don't know. So there's always that. You're never really in the wrong place. If you look at it from from levels up here, you should be where you want to be. If that's it's like you got like friends or family or like moving there with a girlfriend, wifey, boyfriend, whatever you do, I don't know. If I can do it, you know, it's not gonna, it's not gonna destroy the city, but it's definitely gonna, to some degree, adjust things there quite a bit. Yeah. What do you, Sai? Why didn't you sleep last night? Too busy doing crack all day, playing on people's computer systems and smoking crack all night. Yeah, you crackhead, you loony bin. Crystal Anderson, you missed an hour of Zen going off. You really did. You should ask anybody here. It was pretty good. I don't know if anybody got here for the early part. I highly suggest to go back to the beginning. Don't do it right now. I'll kick it with you guys. And I will offer this open to you because now that my computer works, if you guys want to, we kick it over at the Zoom. I'll call this a day. Check it out. I'll call this a day on here. It's an hour in. I think this is good enough because I'd like most of this information that I just got on here to get out to other people. And if I make my videos too long, people don't watch them. And if I make them too short, people don't watch them. If I make like 6 hour videos, people don't watch them. If I make 20-minute videos, people don't really fuck with them. It needs to be between 45 minutes and an hour and a half. So I'm gonna open up my computer that now works, which is fucking hilarious and awesome. And I'm going to also put a filter on it again today because I like that because it was so much fun yesterday. And I'm going to open up my Zoom room and we're going to go to Zoom. And this is going to get shut off. There's 19 people here, which means every single one of you is invited over to my Zoom room that I'm going to open up right now for your perusal. Perusal? Is that a good word? Oh, this fucking thing? Oh, there we go. Let's go. Yeah. Huh. Hey Jay, did you close the room last night? Because if you didn't, we'll just go there right now. See if you can go to the Zoom room right now that you and uh, fucking super chat we're using. Did you close it? Because if you didn't just like, if you just closed the tab, or if he closed the tab, I don't know. Can you go to the room right now? We'll just use that. Because I don't remember what my password was for this. Um, it is. I'll be with you momentarily. Oh man, screwing the whole thing here, huh? Ooh, I know what I can do. Uno momento, por favor. Hey, so check it out. Hey, guys, if you get kicked off of here, come right back on. I'm trying to split the screen here, and I know I can. I know I can. If I can't, I just gotta I gotta set something up here. Okay, here we are. Now you can hear me. Yeah, here we go. I got the Zoom going now. Yeah, you can hear me now. I had to do some funky things because I forgot my password for Zoom, so I couldn't get in over here. I had to. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It'll get done later today. Here it is. We are on this thing, and you guys will be happy to know I'm using the same screen as I was yesterday with the green. It's hilarious. And here's the password to get in. It's 830 2242 9446. 830-2242-9446. That's the meeting ID. You don't need a password. So come join. I have the room open, and maybe I will even put a little light on here. You might be able to see my whole face this time. Let's see. Thank you. Do that. And I will let you in. You should be able to just get right in the room. Let me see if this lighting changes anything. Oh, okay. This is too much fun. I have the same. I forgot to change the screen setting, so you guys get me in green again today. You don't. You only get to see me good on YouTube. Because this light, even though with even the spotlight on me, it doesn't. I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah. Even with the spotlight on me, it's still not changing the ability to see me completely. But here I am. So welcome. Let me change this lighting because now it's just it's in my fucking face and I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe that's good. Maybe that will help. Let's find out. Okay, that might be decent. Who cares? Boom. Are you mother bitches are going to come over here? You mother bitches, you're coming here to join the you come join the party? Is party time? Come join, because I'm going to shut this off. I'm shutting this off in the next 10 minutes. So use that Zoom, get in this room number. Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. I want you in my room. I know it's boom, 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 but I'm changing it for legal reasons. Crystal, I cannot hear you if you've said hi, because you are muted, but that's okay. And if you can hear me, I highly suggest to go, when you get a chance, to watch that last video I made from the beginning. It's pretty good. I wish I could change this green thing right now from this thing, and I just don't know how to do it. So you guys are stuck with me like this. There's a way I'll be able to. It'll be after I turn off the... Oh, look at this! Look at this! Who's here? Looky. Crystal, you are so excited. You get to meet Parsival today.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not okay. There he is. Hello, Parsival. How are you doing? Is this dynamite? I've got my computer working. My computer is not kicking me off of the internet, so I don't have to use my phone anymore. Now I have the use of these kind of fun filters, but obviously this one is I did this filter yesterday. You can hear me, Parsival? I did this filter yesterday because Jay took a bunch of mushrooms, so I was just fucking with them. Yes, I like your shirt. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, what a great movie. Sentiment. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I think that's my second favorite Christmas movie. My favorite would be Billy Bob Thornton. What's the name of that one? You know what I'm talking about?
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. There it is. Well, welcome, Parcel. Did you meet Crystal? Crystal, that's Parcel. Parcel, that's Crystal. And we're trying to get these other idiots over here. So, Sai, you only didn't sleep for one night. It feels like you're tripping. Grow up, man. Try doing that for 4 nights in a row. See what happens. Kabar, you're a Crystal with a Kristle. Well, come join this Zoom chat. I will adjust my I'll adjust my face in a little bit. As soon as I can shut off the YouTube, I'll be able to come back here. I don't know how to. Parsival, do you know how this works? Can I change this right now from the screen? Because I couldn't figure out how to yesterday. I had to do this before I got in the room. It's like, would you like to change your settings for your green screen? I don't mind this. I like it.
Yeah, just go to your settings and virtual background.
Okay, settings. Where would my settings be at? So I got reactions, record, chat, participant, security, video, stop, end. I got my view at the top right. Where am I looking? On my screen, mute, and then the buttons. I got mute, audio, stop audio, rename, pin video, spotlight video, hide self view. Hey, and all of you over here, Come join. What are you doing? Sai, come on. Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm kidding about staying up for that many hours. No, you literally will lose your mind. Don't do it. 5 days. Well, no, actually, after 72 hours, you're clinically insane, but not really. Like, I can handle almost 100 hours, but I wouldn't suggest that to somebody else. 48 hours is good for your mental health. 72 it gets a little iffy. Come on, what are you guys doing over here? There was like 16 of you here, and you guys can't figure out how to use Zoom. Are you guys that computer illiterate? I mean, how do you even know I exist on this YouTube? How do you even know how to use YouTube? If you can use YouTube, you can use Zoom. Man, you guys fucking suck sometimes. I'm trying to get Sai to come over here. He said he's being lazy, and he's mad that I took his wrench away. How you, man, Farsal? What you doing?
Yeah, I've been alright.
Yeah, rocking and rolling.
Just smoking.
Oh, of course, smoking a pipe, smoking a pancake, a bong and a blintz. Okay, come on, 12 people. Oh, hey, look at Cephal has come. He has come through. He's not okay. I'm glad he's not mad. Look at this, Cephal Sanchez. Welcome. Look at that hair. You and Crystal have about the same hair. Hers is more pretty than yours, but what's up, Sai?
I'm not able to hear you because I'm by the street. My shit's quiet.
Oh, let's see that sunshine, man.
Here.
Hello. Huh?
No, it's just this movie.
Man, you know what, Cephal, really, it's truly, you and Crystal look very much alike. Do you see that, Parsifal? Same nose, same upper lip, same lower lip, same jawline. Are you the same person? Holy shitballs! Wait a second. Look at this. You and Crystal look very similar. Crystal, do you look at this dude? The picture of you looks exactly. Yeah. Do you see it? You see it, Cephal? Yeah. Very, very similar lips, very similar eyeball. I can't really see the eyebrow ridge, but wow, you two are both pretty.
Thank you,
well, of course. That's your equal opposite right there. Wow, that's so cool. I got to see both parts of a Gemini in the same room. I don't think I could find a woman that looks like me and be impressed with what she looks like. That would be one ugly woman. Hey, you two.
All of a sudden I got energy. You were like, you know what? Stay for 4 days.
Yeah, well, I listen, Sai, I'm kidding about 4 days. 3 days is the limit. Don't do 4 days. 4 days, you literally will have you have problems with your brain. Don't do that. You have to work up to 4 days. 48 to 72 is good. 48 is perfect. 72, you get to sleep before 72. You got a roach right there? Oh, I thought that was a blunt that you had. That was a spliff, boy. Hey, what are you guys doing over here on the YouTubes? Come over to the room. Stop playing. Hey, what is this? Hey, Kabar. Come join us so that way I can start talking over here and read a book and do some stuff. Because I told you I want to turn off this YouTube. So that way I can adjust my screen because I got my green screen on. Hello, Sai. How do you like it?
Yeah, Zen's like blended into the trees over here.
I know, isn't it pretty sick? Yeah.
That's crazy. Your eyes.
I know, right? Let's see if I can get him to work the way they did yesterday. I could get my eyes to. Nah, because last night I had the spotlight right on my eyes, so my eyes would start glowing in the green. That's pretty sick. Yeah. And now just my beard just blocks out the whole thing. So I kind of gotta.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that's how I could put myself into disguise mode. Cover my whole face with my beard. Your stupid phone is
I'm
fucked.
leaving in 10 days.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, man. I'm excited for you, dude. I make sure you let me know when you do leave and when you're about to, and I'll try to jump into your dream world.
I appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, 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 for sure. Well, I mean, you'll have a decent amount of control where you'll be able to like, yo, I want to hang out with Zen or something, and you could probably, you could probably telekinetically, tap into, especially considering what time you'd be doing it. If I'm sleeping, I can definitely can.
Yeah, I'm shifting as much as I can. I know it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Wonder how much different it's gonna be since I'm like I loop and I'm like cleaner than most people.
Oh yeah, I think you'll be good, man. I think it will be a lot more. You'll probably be a lot less anxious and a lot more probably like DMT style. Like you probably have a little more control than other people do, because they'll be underneath the whim of the drug. Where well, not a drug, it's a psychedelic, but where you'll have, I think you'll probably have a little more uh, like sway over it. A little more control over it.
I seen a hummingbird today. I think it was a sign. Like gonna be. I don't know. It's not gonna be as scary as I think, or it's not gonna be as terrible as I think. But I'm excited either way, even if it is.
Yeah, man. Hummingbirds, man. Nectar. Let's see. What are hummingbirds? Nectar, and they're very. And would you call it auspicious if you see a hummingbird? Because I mean, if you're in certain areas, you always see them, but some places you never see them. So if you see it and you've never seen one, that's quite auspicious.
Came up to my face and went on.
Oh shit! It was checking you out. It was like, "Zzz, let's check this dude out. Is he ready?" It was a scanner, a scanner hummingbird instead of a scanner darkly. Yeah, and yeah, that's high frequency. So yeah, you'll definitely be in high frequency, man. Is Zoom free, C Noble? Yes, it is free. All you need to do is download the app and yeah, jump into the room. Oh,
Tuesday is the equinox. On the 22nd is the equinox.
yeah. Today is what, the 17th, 18th,
19th.
19th.
Yeah, I'm leaving on the 29th.
Yeah, which day are you doing it? What do you know what the moon is? Do you know where the moon is when you're doing it?
I don't. I need to figure that out.
Well, let's do that right now. Look up your your moon.
Can you guys still see my face when I'm out of it? Or is it
No, it just says Cephal. Oh, now I see you again. It went to Cephal. Now I can see your head. Now I cannot. What up, Matthew? I'm trying to take this room over to the Zoom because I want to shut this off so that way people can get the first part of this. Um, the new moon Libra. Yeah, I don't know what day he's doing it exactly. How many journeys are you going on? Just the one, or is it like multiple?
full moon?
Are you're doing it on a full moon?
Yeah.
Wicked, wicked. See if you can project right through the moon, dude. That would be awesome.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing it, if you just look up at the moon, you could, you'll be there. You can. It's one of the portals. You know,
Oh,
you use the moon. Or you could before you go pick out a couple star systems, and depending on where you're going to be, you'll be able to just look for whatever ones will be bright in the sky, and you could go to whatever realm that is.
that's freaking. You said just go through the moon.
Let's just go through the moon, dude. I mean, yeah, just go through the moon, bro. What are you thinking? Yeah, he's doing it on a full moon.
2 nights, the first and second.
Oh, super, man.
Wow.
That's awesome. Oh.
Yeah, and then like you said, some things are gonna happen in October.
Yeah. Yeah, October. Well, mid. But I don't know about events per se. Like more just Hollywood stars that you wouldn't expect to have fallen. There'll be a couple of those, and maybe a couple things that happen on land. Like cities getting flooded or something. So I'll get back to you on what those will be, but I'm pretty certain about the Golden Gate Bridge coding.
I'm gonna be a completely different person. I know it.
What you'll humble your ego? No, I doubt it.
Nah, hopefully she didn't kick my ass for being like that.
Oh no, I know ayahuasca is said to be a father figure, not a she.
Really?
Yeah, it's a father figure drug. Yeah, I
Wow.
drug whatever psychedelic. It's more of that. It's more of a demonstrative thing. I mean at least at first.
Interesting. I want to meet the entity behind it.
Oh wow. I don't know if they'll let you behind the curtain the first time.
Oh, bro. That's,
Maybe. I mean, if you're what is it? If you weigh your heart and it's light as a feather, perhaps.
man, I know it's gonna be whatever it is. It's gonna be violent.
It's a she. Yeah, it's a she. I mean, of course it is, but it's a little more on the masculine side. But yeah,
More
she.
expressive. Dang it.
Because you got the vine and the bark, and a little bit of root. The rue. The rue. All right, who else up in here? Is anybody else gonna come over here?
On LSD, I started shape shifting.
Oh yeah, LSD man is not my thing, but a lot of people. It's too digital to me, man.
Yeah, it was very. Like I was in the phone looking at myself in the phone, and like the thought, the thought forms, like what I was creating, would like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like and like creating its own thing was dope. And then like my hair, I could like grow my hair and shit. It was crazy.
You were looking at the digitalized form of your body. That's interesting. That's what I kind of think it is. I think it connects you to like your. Remember the movie Ready Player One? I think it takes you to like your digital hologram in the digital realm of your avatar, where I think mushrooms take you to your organic avatar. Does that sound about right, Parzival? I mean, at least from your.
Well, it's like mushrooms works on the heart chakra and LSD works on the third eye chakra.
Oh, okay,
This car's going back.
interesting.
Yeah.
What did you say?
No, I was just saying that's fucking wicked. What Parzival was saying.
Yeah, I didn't hear what he's saying because there was a car going by. So I'm like right by the street.
I said mushrooms works on the heart chakra and LSD works on the third eye chakra. So like it's slightly different experiences
Yeah.
as to
Um,
as to which part of the consciousness gets
so much
activated.
each time though.
Sorry.
But like, it's oh, I started getting dragon scales. Like I like worked with dragons and shit. My arm turned to scales. That shit was crazy. And like the more energy I concentrated, the more it would change. And like I could only get one arm. I mean, it kind of went my whole body, but like I could like really turn it up on my arm, and that was super interesting. So I wonder if like I know each time it builds off each other.
Yeah. So YouTube people.
I said fasting is always a good idea before.
What's up, Matt? What's up, Matthew? Jay. What's up? Parcel said mushrooms work on the heart chakra.
I'm gonna do 3 days.
The heart chakra, which seems like, yeah, especially considering that's really close to your back. I mean, that's probably really good because you're putting out a lot of energy field out of that, the electromagnetics of the heart. And LSD is for the third eye chakra, which it makes a lot of sense. I've seen one is like the digital hologram, and one is the original organic matrix, and one is a little more fatherly. The LSD is a little more fatherly. The mushrooms are a little more motherly.
Zen, you know you're muted, right?
Yes, I do. I'm talking. Yeah, I do. I do. I was talking to the people over here where you guys were talking. I'll be back in a second.
Damn, okay.
So here's hey, who does anybody need? Does anybody need the room number to come over here? Because I'm gonna shut this off in like seriously like 10 minutes. This is yeah, yeah. Um, what if the entire chakra system is a parasite? A lot of people say that. I don't know. It's been around so long, just because it might have something to do with what you'd consider snake or kundalini or reptilian or energetics. I think that I don't. You know, somebody used to remove your chakra system. You can't. Your chakras are intimately woven into um, your organ system, your organs and your glands. I don't. To get rid of it, I think you would just end up being a puddle of fuck, a puddle of mud. You know what I mean? I don't think it's worth getting rid of. If even if you could, I don't think you should. It seems like you're not supposed to like if you if you were given that in your whatever it is, I don't know. It seems to offer, you know, anything is a anything can damage things and anything can be helpful. So like I think it just probably amplifies our you know our body. I think it might to me it might be an overlay, kind of like when I was saying LSD might be an overlay onto the organic world. So like it's like a digital artificial world, which is connected to LSD, which might be connected to the what you'd call the chakra system. But nonetheless, I mean, hey, the digital Ready Player One digital hologram world is still cool as long as you know you're in it. So I don't know about getting rid of it. You know, I don't think it's a parasite either, because I've done parasite cleanses and it didn't do anything but increase. So once I got parasites out of me, physical parasites, it increased the amount of energy I had running through my chakras. So I think maybe not. You know. Yeah, I hear you about the program escaping labyrinth. I do, I do. You know that's like that universal one consciousness. But you still run around the realm in your body, and it still runs off of some sort of energetics. And yeah, I mean if you once you can activate, let's say activate all your chakras and they're all functioning well, then you kind of are one system. I think just most people have, you know, organs or systems that aren't running well. Yeah. Okay, here's one more. I'm gonna whoever's over there. I'm giving you this last 830-2242-9446. Oh, look at this.
Zen was like, yes, I joined.
There it is. Ben, you were in here. Look at this. We have another entry.
Ben, you were in here. Look at this. We have another entry.
Well, hello there, Ben. Okay, I'm muting it on this side, and I'm gonna close the room down in a second over on the YouTubes, and then we'll be in here.
Close it down.
Yeah, in a couple minutes.
Saiful Sanchez.
Yeah, it's kind of loud right here too.
Yeah.
Street right here.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. I think once all of your organs are up and running, it's kind of like an orchestra, right? If there are parts of the orchestra that aren't sounding right, you'll hear them separately, right? It'll be feeling like there's 3 or 4 different things going on. But if you listen to an orchestra as a totality, it's one thing. And so I think that's what your organs or your chakras are. Once they're all functioning, you're functioning as one holistic unit rather than like, hey, I got 4 of my chakras just booming, but 3 of them are like not even functioning. You know, I think that might be how it works. Okay, there's Parsival and Ben and Seifel and Crystal over here. Anybody else want to join? This is your last opportunity because I'm shutting this off on the YouTubes. Yeah, the harmony, right? Yeah, that you don't even notice that it's anything but one orchestra. Uh-huh.
Staring out my body because I've been eating like shit still. I'm gonna start doing that.
I'll give you guys one more opportunity. Here it is again. One more. If somebody wants to put it in the YouTube, because I want to shut this off. 830-2242-9446.
Yeah, like, clean the shit out. Your blood super clean.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
And fasting is fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna start, dude. My brain, like, My brain keeps telling me like, yo, it's gonna suck, dude. You're gonna start bringing up all these emotions and shit. But fuck it, that's what it's about. I just gotta do it.
Like, it's not that bad. You know?
Yeah, I know. I've done it a million times, but like,
Yeah, it'll start getting less and less.
yeah. Like my mind is like making out to be like like way worse than it really is gonna be. Yeah. Like, just
I'm gonna do at least I want to do a 2-day fast. That seems like a long time still. Before this iron. I mean, if I have some weight on me, I'm not skinny, then I'll do it. But if I'm like skinny.
But yeah, dude, it's literally only a long time because you think that it is. Like I remember the first time I started fasting, I thought like 3 days wasn't very long, and so I did 3 days, and then I did like 10 days, and then like after I did that 10-day fast, like I heard.
Oh yeah. Jay, here, put it in here. Here's the last chance. I was gonna shut this off at 1:30, but here you go. Is it the same? Can you write? See Noble or Jay, write it in there, and I'll leave this up for a couple more minutes. It's 830-2242-9446. 830-2242-9446.
It's like how it was framed to you, like when you first heard about it.
Because I got to turn the YouTube off anyways, because I still have to answer a couple. I have to answer a couple important emails right now, and a phone call.
Yeah, if you have psychotronic, like microdose strength.
In my culture, they fast weekly. You know, it's like 1 day a week. They don't eat this. They don't eat meat. They don't eat salt. You know, just weekly. Yeah.
What happened? I feel like a deaf person.
Okay, I'm back. Jay Marley should be here in a second, and we're gonna see if we get any other of these idiots in here. I don't know who else is in the room. A couple of people said they could not get the thing to work. See, no, but you cannot come yet because it's not registered. I don't understand. Your tablet? Oh, your tablet. I mean, if you got a phone, it works on anything, man. As long as you can actually get through it through just a website. You don't even need to download the app. If you have access to the internet, you only need to go to their website. You go to the website and just say join a room. You don't even need to download it. So you can try it that way. Feel free. We're gonna get the show started in a second here. And we're gonna I mean, it's already started, but we will dig into some weird shit. We'll dig into some cow shit. What's up, Ben?
Dig into some cow.
Some cow dookie. Yeah, I think I might try to jump off of here and jump out of my phone and then come back with a different filter on here so you can actually see my head.
Yeah, you're looking a little translucent.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I dig it. It's fun, but I did this all day yesterday.
Does it feel weird?
Well, looking at no, I only because I did it all night last night for like 6 hours, and now I'm just kind of okay. Can I just see what I look like? I forget if do I still exist? Am I falling away into the ether? Am I turning into this tree? You know?
You're vibrating out of this realm, bro.
I feel that way sometimes. I wonder what I would look like differently if I was because I've kind of been fasting. I've kind of been eating differently. So I wonder if I was eating differently, right? If I would be more solid in this screen here, you know what I'm saying?
Huh.
I wonder if it's picking up on any of that. You know, you can get your picture taken with the aura filters and things.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's doing any of that.
Yeah, I want to get that. There's a word for it and everything.
I got my son Halo on.
Kirilan Photography. Let me spell it. Kirilan. What you talking about, Kabar? Okay, last chance, and I'm shutting off this YouTube. I'm gonna count down in my head from 60, and then I'm shutting it off.
Is there any benefit to staying up?
For 48 hours, yes. For 48 hours, it will start to increase. It will start to increase the heat in your brain. between half a degree and a degree, and it will burn off things in your brain that shouldn't be there. It's an Ayurvedic practice. So 48 hours is recommended. Anything over 72, unless you've done it before, is not really recommended because you'll start you'll start hallucinating. If you don't know you're hallucinating, and that you've been up.
I was laying down, about to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shit was like a microdose.
Oh yeah, well, sleep deprivation after 72 is pretty tough. After 100, oh, it's crazy. But that's definitely not recommended. 2 days is cool though, but it's got to be done with no substances. You know, like I mean, a drink or if smoking some pot, it's fine. But if you use something specifically to keep you up, it's not giving the same result. You know, like people that stay up, like, you know, if you had a test to do for college and you stayed up on like no-dos or whatever the fuck you're taking, it's not gonna have the same effect.
True that. Even like a yerba mate, like some caffeine.
Maybe. I don't think caffeine will have too much of an effect on it, as long as it's not coffee that with all the extra chemicals in it.
Yeah.
You just want to keep your brain in, like doing what it's doing, so you're actually seeing. You know, you're not seeing through the chemical. Sir trips a lot. Okay, look at who's here. It's Ben Fatman. I'm guessing it. I think Ben Fatman's here. I wonder if he has a stub toe. Because he trips a lot. Okay.
Oh shit.
And
And I'm so dead. I was like, I just took a shit in the woods. Where did you take it to? Oh, man, so hard. Man, it was terrible.
hey, Vegito Blue. I've covered that many times, and I said I'm off of here right now. Feel free if you want to, Vegito. Come to my
Yeah, that'd be cool.
come to my Zoom room, and the number is right up there, 830-224-9446. Feel free to come over there. I'll answer over there because I'm not gonna. I don't want to run these two programs at the same time. Yoga Nidra, and do I practice semen retention? I have plenty of videos on it and its benefits and and why you shouldn't.
I don't know if I'm gonna
There's lots of good reasons and a lot of bad reasons. Like a lot of reasons you shouldn't. Depends on your age. It depends on, you know, depends on a lot of things. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk. Hey, look at that, Sir Fatman.
Who's that?
Hey, it's Fatman.
Somebody farted.
I think it was. I think he has a whoopee cushion. Yeah, feel free. I'm sure I'll be around, Vegito. But I'm off of here now. Everybody have a good day. Stay well. Feel free to go back to the beginning of this video because the first hour was fucking awesome. I've just been on here for the last 45 minutes just getting people to come over here. So go back to the beginning of this video. It's amazing. Everybody else have a beautiful day. I'm ass out. Be weird and all that stuff. Peace.